Hey everyone, it's Kelly. Welcome to another week of meals. This is wrapping up week 1. So individually you would have seen the shopping hauls, and now this is how all the meals kind of get put together. There is another couple of videos coming with an overall wrap up of how it all works, so stay tuned for that. But for now, let's have a look at the meals. So night 1, you can see we're starting from scratch with everything as a full pack. And the first meal is the chicken breast schnitzel, and I will do all the costings later in the wrap up video, but just showing you guys what the ingredients involved are and what happens. So I do grab the mixed veggie pack from Aldi, and of course I separate all the peas and then I get the pineapple and I chop that up and I portion it all out for this meal. We've got pizzas coming up and other bits and pieces. And then this is how I make the parmigiana, and I shred the cheese. We've got a whole block of cheese. It's going to take us a couple of weeks to get through, so I can slice it and I can shred it and I can do whatever I need with it. So it really helps stretch it out. And then here is just me plating up all the meals. So everybody eats chicken parmigiana, which is a win for our house, and some of us just have the green veggies. Night 2 is this southern chicken that I got from Woolworths, the markdown. We've got a whole bag of potatoes that's here, the carrots. We're going to start on a whole bag of frozen corn as well. We've got some chicken nuggets, brand new bag as well, and the broccoli and cauliflower from last night. So we're just going to start by cooking the chicken in the oven. There was 2 extra pieces left over that I just had for lunch during the week, but I'll talk about that in a wrap up. And I'm just getting the veggies ready. So peeling the potatoes and make a mash. We're doing carrots and corn separately, and then my son will have the chicken nuggets, whereas we will have the full-on pieces of chicken because it's easier for him to eat. And just plating everything up, and then this is what it looks like in the end. Night number 3, we are having spaghetti and meatballs. I've just grabbed spaghetti out of the cupboard because I forgot to buy a pack, but I have included that in the costing, so don't worry. But everything else we purchased from the hauls that you would have seen. So let's get cooking. So I cook meatballs in the oven. I just find it's a little bit less fatty to do it that way, and then it doesn't really burn like it does in the pan. And it gives me time to do other things. So I've got spaghetti cooking here. I had this tiny little bit of fettuccine left in the cupboard, so I'm cooking that at the back. So my daughter doesn't like fettuccine. So then there's more spaghetti for everyone. So these packets, as I said, they were open in the cupboard. There were about in total 3/4 of a packet. So I've just cooked the whole lot, and then if there's any leftovers, so be it. But we like a lot of pasta in our house, so I just cook it all and then it's there. I can always use it for something else later. I've used about half the jar of the passata sauce. I just warm it up in the pan, and then I throw the meatballs in there to coat them with the sauce, and then I just put everything on the stove like this, a bit of a self-serve for people to come and get. I've shredded the cheese and I've got the garlic bread there, and there was leftovers, so I just mixed everything together. As you can see, I've put it into a container, and it actually went into the freezer because we didn't end up using it for the next night. So I'm going to save it for a lunch or something down the track. Dessert is here, and I had this bag of apples in the fridge, so I'm going to put it down for the costing that it was, because I would have paid about that for a bag that I did see at the shops earlier today. So using it up, but also the cost would have been exactly the same. This cream was free from a Flybuys deal, and yes, it all comes together pretty easily. The next night we have had these combination of dinners because I got them as markdowns from Coles, so I really wanted to try them out. So I've been seeing them for ages, and I thought the price was pretty good for the weight, so I just served them up and the family just came and ate them. We of course have leftovers as well, so these got eaten for various lunches and snacks throughout the week, so nothing went to waste there. The next night we've had pizzas. This is absolute family favorite, so we've got all the ingredients there that you can see. We had the shredded chicken breast that we got earlier from Woolworths. I'd blanched and put all that in the mix master to blend it up as I do, and we're pretty easy with our pizzas. Just the basic tomato sauce. Sometimes I will use the puree that's left over. And then I just chopped up the ham that we got from the packs that we have for lunches. So it's not as fat as the shredded ham, but I'm just using what we buy because I'm just looking at how I can keep costs down to keep some things pretty basic. We've got the pineapple from leftover from the chicken parmesanas earlier, and of course all of the shredded cheese from that block. Then we make the same again as a chicken pizza, and we have a garlic bread, and we're good to go. The next night we're having a roast beef, and I did pull this meat out of the freezer, but the costing is exactly the same as a piece that I buy later on down the week, and I'll explain it all later. So I just use this for now because I wanted to make a roast. I had these sweet potatoes that were already in the cupboard, so I will include that in the pricing, as well as the pumpkin and the carrots that are there, but basically put it all together and we have a roast for us and some chicken nuggets for my son. The last meal for the week is the standard honey mustard chicken that we absolutely love. So it's so quick and simple to do. So thank you so much for joining with me this week. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because we would love to bring you on the journey of being frugal and saving lots of money. Stay tuned for the wrap up video because it's going to help tie everything together. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.